Hey, no horn salute. It's a party weekend here. I've been sick really bad for the last couple days. I'm not doing much work here in the next day or two, I don't think. But I've been doing these videos on the Army, and I'd write a book if I could. So I'm sharing memories as I'm coming across. I've built up a little base, but now it's kind of hit and miss. I'm not feeling, I'm kind of coming around. It's been a long 24 hours for me. This sucks. I have really bad abdominal pains. My legs are going out and I'm just all fucked up. But God, I'm sitting here, man, and I'm reminded of probably one of the darkest periods in my life. It was, I mean, literally dark, man. When I got left behind at jump school, this was in November. In fact, I had to do Thanksgiving at jump school. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, Thanksgiving at jump school. Lucky fucking me. I missed out. I got recycled. I missed out with my buddies and everything. I got held back, and I spent a Thanksgiving, and I missed Christmas and all that because of timing and this shit. So no, it was late, and everything's just dark, and I'm prone to depression, and I'm coming off of drugs, going through withdrawals. I've had a concussion earlier when I first turned 18 with a motorcycle wreck that nobody ever caught, and so I just barely make jump school. The day we graduate, it's a cloudy day out there and all that, and when I'm sitting here thinking about it, there's just a darkness over these memories. It sucks. Remember being, trapped at Bennett at jump, like on the weekend you're off, but there's no one to hang with, there's nowhere to go. You buy a six-pack and something to eat and wander around. It sucked, man. It sucked. Oh, God, it sucked. And I ended up getting sick there. Actually, I finished jump school. I'd hurt my back the second ground week. That's why I did a third week. And then I picked up a flu or something. I was just sick the whole time. The showers at this place where I was at were awful. It was always a cold shower. I think I took a cold shower for 3 fucking weeks. This was not a fun place, and it was not a fun experience. So when I'm coming home, and I really don't remember coming home much. We finished jump school and we bought our tickets and shit, and they shipped us off to the airport, and you fly home, and my parents came and picked me up. I really don't remember much when I got home. I was just glad to be home, and then took advantage of it. I think I got high maybe one time. I knew better, I think one time, but I'm thinking about, I made a trip back to my school, and a tradition would be back in the day this is before Columbine, where you could go into a school and go say hi to an old teacher after you get out of basic training or something. So no, I tried to be right. I went to the office, and I says, I want to go see, Sheila Shin, the teacher. And they go, well, no, you can't, and all this other shit, you need a pass. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to get this pass. And they go, no, and I'm like, okay, fine. So me and my friend Dave, we drive me around to the back of the building, and I go in through the back entrance, and I don't remember how all this worked. I had my head shaved. I've got my green Army. They had still the green field jacket, then they had the camouflage field jacket. Well, I had my green field jacket on, and then I had a sweatshirt, like one of them college shirts that said Airborne and had the big jump wings plastered on it. And I remember walking through the hall. The school was just kind of starting to let out, and I remember some faces. I remember little dude Tim and his buddy, and I can't never remember this guy's name for the life of me all these years. I remember a face, I just can't, it's too many years, just don't remember her name. Got my first motorcycle off these two, but anyway, that's another story. And seeing all these faces, and everybody's looking at me like I'm something from another fucking planet. Well, when you show up at school with no hair, wearing green and shit, yeah, you're going to stand out like a sore thumb. So I made it into my teacher's room. She was one of my favorite high school teachers. In fact, I had as many classes with this woman as I possibly could. Her name was Sheila Shin, and she was really, really a good teacher. A lot of my teachers were from the Vietnam era, and they were very anti-government, very anti-military. And I was the only one in my graduating class that I know of that enlisted, and not only did I enlist, I went airborne. That should say something about how stupid I was, or my character. I don't know what it is, a character fault. See, back then, It used to be a tradition, no longer a tradition because society's changed, and that's another problem recruiters are having today. But no, it was a tradition. When you got out of school, either joined the military, went to school, got a job, or you were a dropout piece of shit, whatever, didn't work. Those basically were your options. And I did what I was supposed to do. Now, I remember visiting with my teacher, and the people that were left in the class were all looking at me kind of weird and shit. It's like, yeah, you know, this is my teacher. And just want to say hi and Merry Christmas, because we're right in between this time frame between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And I had a magical 7 days off. I don't remember seeing much of my girlfriend. Jody snatched her up in basic training, and she was kind of hit and miss, and we weren't exactly hugging and playing kissy face like old days. I should have realized then she was gone, but the whole time I was in, God, I missed her. All I could ever think about was just getting back home to my girlfriend, and I didn't realize I was too stupid. She's already gone, dude. I sat there and watched her I got out in January, I sat there in April. We got shoved off to a side and I watched her get married. So she rides out there to the airport and everybody hugs and all that and teary eyes. And she told me when I came back home and leave, she will not ride up to the airport this time when I fly back, because all that my mom and Larry did was fight the whole way back home. I think my stepdad, Larry, he did 10 years in the Navy. He understand the deal. Sharon Jody, he understood what went on. Jody snatched her up, and he wasn't going to hold nothing back. My mom's going to sit there and fight back with him. No, I think Larry knew what was going on with my relationship, and I'm sure some shit might have got said. Either way, Sharon was not going to ride with these motherfuckers. And she picked me up at the airport when I took my leave in June, and that was it. I think that's the only time I saw her, maybe once after that. No, Jody done stole her ass. So at the airport, and I'm sitting in I think it was a Delta flight, and away I go. And I don't really remember. I remember getting maybe to Atlanta. I don't remember getting to Fort Rucker. It was nighttime, and it was nighttime by the time I got to Fort Rucker for the first time, and get in the door, and they say all E4s and below hit the floor. So I get on the floor in my dress greens, and then I'm being passed around room to room. Nobody knows what to do with me yet. Now we're leading up to Christmas and New Year, so it's a little funky 2 weeks before all hell starts, and it's just dark. It's outside dark. There's just this darkness over every fucking thing I'm around. There's no light. There's no hope. There's no joy. That's like, what the fuck did I just do to myself? This is not fun. So depression can play into an experience, especially if you're, it's hard being away from home, and it's hard. The first holidays, I think my second Thanksgiving and Christmas, I was used to it. It's like you buddy up with your buddies. Everybody knows how to cook. You learn how to cook from different people. Sit there, smoke a little weed, drink a little bit of booze, and you try to make the best of it. What else do you do? That first one's a motherfucker, but once you get into your unit and get around other people, people go out of their way to make a holiday right for you if you're a stand-up person. So no, depression. But you got to hide that shit with a cheerful face and do what you're supposed to do, because you signed up for this shit. It is what it is. But no, I was just sitting here tonight and I was thinking about this. It was a really dark time in my life, very depressing, very anxiety ridden, and I just wanted to share those thoughts. Thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe, and if I come up with something next, maybe we'll do another video. I don't know. Thanks for watching.